His name is called Wake Up. If we weren't so selfish, then the world wouldn't be starving. Even luxury but fail to realize that our souls are what is hungry. We are deprived of kindness, willingness, and selflessness, the ingredients to the recipe. Generosity is like that flower that starts out from a little seed. That seed wants to be cared for, spend time on, and give it what it needs. These little acts of kindness are like the water to that seed, like the necessity for the oxygen we breathe. You only plant that seed because you want to see something beautifully succeed. But it just happened to be that we live in a world where people are more offended by swear words and not getting enough favorites and retweets than they are by the warfare, famine, and seeing the homeless lying in the streets. How can we watch them starving while we're eating? How can we not realize that at this moment, a heart stopped beating and a child stopped breathing and a mother started weeping and we're still over here sleeping, even though we're wide awake? If Allah the Almighty could forgive you for the worst of sins and help you when you're in need, why can't you help a fellow human being? Open your eyes to what you cannot see. I know He gave you the same abilities as me. Have mercy, and mercy you'll receive. You see, giving isn't necessarily from the wallet financially. A simple smile is enough to someone who is struggling internally. The words we speak, the poor in need, the knowledge we receive, these are all our opportunities to give. But the only thing holding us back is our greed. Stop, drop, and roll. You know the drill. But to save ourselves from greater calamities, we must stop, give, and smile to save ourselves from the hell of fire. If generosity is art and kindness is the paintbrush that paints a beautiful picture, then tell me why we have artists that empty canvases. Those artists had the ability to paint so effortlessly, but they decided to sit back and watch silently. Tick, tock, time is slipping, and you're not winning. You see, a few days ago, I had a dream. It was someplace dark and gloomy, and everything around me was empty. But I did recognize one thing. I saw my lifeless body lying ahead of me. I hear a voice in the distance, screaming in agony. It was something powerful that I cannot see. Shaking my lifeless body, the voice screams, "Wake up! You haven't done anything yet! Wake up and look at all of your wealth that you've left behind! Wake up, only to realize that your whole life you've been deceived and blind! Wake up! Why didn't you listen to me when I told you this life is temporary? Why didn't you listen to me when I told you to give repeatedly? Wake up! You've harbored the greed and abandoned me, but like shadows I'll never leave. Unless, let me ask you, where are those dollar bills that you have loved more than their value? You've been lied to. Because when you go to your Lord, you go empty-handed. You go only with your deeds. You go with what you have given and not what you have received. Wake up and answer me. Did you not know death will come eventually? You have not only lost the battle with greed, but also the war with time. And if neglecting the needy is a crime, then let me tell you that you have been a criminal your whole life. I am generosity. I watch this conversation going on, but I cannot move a muscle. It is too late now. I open my eyes only to realize that this dream is not a lie. I've really been dead inside. My heart is beating, but my actions don't comply. Because only when you give yourself into the service of others, then are you really alive.